Good evening, everyone. I hope everybody's doing great. I'm going to jump right into my video. This evening, I decided to cover the selecting appropriate types of items and assessment tasks in Chapter 6 of the Measuring Assessment text. My purpose for selecting this content within this chapter was very personal. I thought a lot about myself as a teacher teaching mathematics and how I was taught mathematics. And in the chapter, it discusses the differences between objective type items and performance tasks. And I can distinctly remember a lot of the questions that I was asked in my math class in high school was very objective, very direct and efficient, obviously, as far as grading is concerned. As a matter of fact, I rarely remember ever receiving a final exam that was not multiple choice. And then when I got to college, the bulk of the assessment was very performance based, and I felt like I struggled in that. So the two differences, or the differences between the objective items, would be that they are very direct, they're efficient, generally multiple choice, true or false, are short answer responses, whereas performance tasks could be essays, oral speech responses, or where the student is asked to construct or reorganize information. Something that stood out for me in the text was that each approach should be used where most appropriate, determined by the learning objective. What do we want our students to get, or what are we trying to assess with the items and questions that we're asking them? So on the objective side, it is highly structured and it demonstrates a specific skill or knowledge, and obviously it's very quick to assess because there is only one direct response. Some of the fallbacks on the objective items is that students may not be able to redefine the problem or be able to reorganize the question. As far as the performance task is concerned, that is really good on measuring the complex skills, but it doesn't do a good job of measuring factual material, which may not be appropriate depending on what you're trying to assess. Also, it's difficult to score because of the variation of responses. However, again, it really highlights that problem solving and reorganizing and being able to, give a realistic context to the content that you're providing. As far as its connection to our standards, two standards I thought that this chapter really highlighted was definitely standard 3 with content and curriculum expertise, where teachers have a deep knowledge of subject they teach, and not only that, understanding the curriculum development, where standard 3A talks about demonstrating an in-depth knowledge of curriculum instruction and assessment. Mainly the assessment portion was highlighted here, as well as standard 5 to me, reflection, and being able to, as a teacher, consider why am I selecting this question? What am I looking for my students to respond with? And is the type of question going to provide the learning outcome that I desire? A really great resource in this chapter was definitely table 6.5, where they had the comparative advantages of objective tests and performance assessment. And again, with the objective, it's efficiency of measuring factual knowledge, whereas the performance could measure understanding, thinking skills, and other complex learnings. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Can't wait to hear your responses. Have a good evening.